Ball's going to come behind the right knee, and I want you to drop down to the left forearm, right hand stays planted on the mat. Finding a nice flat back shape here, scooping the abdominals up away from the mat. Stamp that right heel towards the ceiling, and then cross the knee over the left calf, take it back up towards the ceiling, and then pull it back in parallel. So you stamp, cross, finding a little internal rotation, stamp it back, and then lower. You'll find a little hamstring here holding that ball. Again, that area underneath the glute. Keeping it nice and lifted. But I also want you to find that stamp of the heel towards the ceiling, bringing that hip into full extension, working glute max. Cross. Okay, we've got one more here. Stamp it up, cross it. Now hold this last stamp up, lift up 1 more inch, and then lower. Lift and lower. Have we forgotten about the core? We're not dumping it down into the mat, so pull it in. Bring those ribs up away from the mat, lift off those forearms, long back of neck. Both hips are staying squared off to the mat for now. 4 and 3, you got it. 2 and 1, hold it up. Now open that top hip and then bring it back parallel. Open, parallel. So you're coming into this arabesque shape. And you can point the foot here too. I like to flex with glutes, helps me connect in a little bit better for most of the movements. You'll see me kind of alternate. So just go off what you're feeling, whatever helps you find a deeper connection, unless I'm cueing something specific. 2. Open up, holding open on this last one. Lower that leg down, start to internally rotate the hip so knee comes towards knee, and then open back up external into that arabesque. It's still only that top leg opening into external. The bottom leg is still staying in parallel. Beautiful. Side of the glute as you lift, and then feel that right side waist. You're not shortening it. It's just a connection there as you bring that knee down, finding internal rotation. Ooh, I love this one. So deeply connective. We could stay here for a while, right? I won't do it to you. Let's do one more. Holding it back up in this external, pulse it up an inch, lower an inch, up and lower. This is our last set with the ball behind the knee. And then we're going to transition, but I don't want you to lower that leg, okay? We're almost there on this side. I know we're probably feeling supporting glute as well. Can we go for 4? Lifting through side of the glute, lift up through the core, cinch that belt. 3, hug in on that ball. 2, 1. Now, carefully reach back for that ball. And then we'll reach that right leg long, externally rotating through both legs now. Ball comes under the hand. Can you pull that right knee in, take the right toes to the floor, and then sweep it back high diagonal. That's the word I'm looking for, sweep. Reach. So everything's kind of facing to the side. Both glutes are working in this externally rotated position, and then top glute really has to work to pull that leg back in line with the spine, and core has to work to keep lower back stable. So try not to arch here, puffing out through the ribs. Keep it all in for me. One more in this direction, and then we'll reverse, pulling it back. Keep that leg straight. Sweep it forward. Feel that right side waist. Pull it in, send it back, high diagonal. Sweep it forward. Pulling in, high diagonal, keeping shoulders away from the ears. Sweep, and reach. 2 more. Woo, we're doing so good. If you've dropped that leg, I want you to pick it back up for me. Amazing. Now shift that left forearm forward slightly. Pull that right knee towards the left elbow as you shift your weight forward, and then reach it long behind you. If the ball under the hand ever doesn't feel good, take it out. This is our last little bit here. keeping that core lifted up away from the floor. So it's almost like you're coming into a plank shape. Now that that left forearm is forward, you shift over it and then reach. 3 more. Yes. Keep that right leg lifted. Last one. And then reach it all the way back and slowly lower that leg down. Tuck the left toes under, pull that right leg forward for a pigeon. You can walk the hips back. And if you need more support, you can always take the ball underneath that right hip. Otherwise, you can bring it under the crown of the head for some support here. Breathing into that right hip space. Just letting it go. Maybe you find a little rock side to side. Now I have amazing news. We have almost made it to the end of our sculpt. We do have to do that on the other side, and it is going to burn a little bit more because our stabilizing right glute is already fatigued. But I know that we've built the strength up together. So coming all the way up, I'll flip around so you can see me. This time, we're bringing the ball behind that left knee, hugging it in. Drop that right elbow beneath right shoulder. Spine is nice and long, pulling the core up and away. Flexing through that left foot, take the heel towards the ceiling, cross it over that right calf, stamp it back, and then lower down. Long neck. And then cross. No change in the lower back. Yeah? Glutes are gonna be feeling this one tomorrow. This ball behind the knee always gets me. Something about it. The ball in general, right? The ball will be the death of me, but it's also my favorite. I don't know what that says about me, what mental illness I have, but it's just the truth. All right, we've got one more. Crossing, lifting back up, stamp it. Now lift an inch, lower an inch, lift and lower. Have you disconnected from the core already? Let's lift it up away from the mat, pressing out of those forearms, long back of neck. Pulling those front ribs away from the mat. Stamping left heel, feeling that glute turn on. 2 more. Last one, hold it up. Now open that top hip and then take it back parallel. So the bottom hip's not opening yet. A little bit different than how we finish, where you're pressing out of that bottom leg to find external rotation through both hips. We're just isolating this top hip, finding that external rotation, pulling it back parallel for 3 more. Feeling how it shifts from the back of the glute into the side of the glute, and how core works to stabilize the spine. It's not moving at all. Yeah. Last one, holding it open, my favorite. You lower down, internally rotate, knee towards knee, and then find your external rotation. Knee to knee. And then find lift external. Left oblique, and then left glute. Okay, don't cheat yourself out of the work here. It can be a lot easier if we're not keeping a stable core. So always consistently checking in there. No changes in the spine. 2 more. Last one. Last piece of the ball behind the knee. Hold that top hip open. Pulse it up an inch, lower an inch. Up and lower. It's intentional. It's not a bounce. Each lift, you're connecting it to the side of that left glute, lifting it up towards the ceiling. Feeling that core connect, that belt cinch. Yes. Give me 4 more. And 3. We're so close. 2, 1. Now shift your weight into that right forearm. Grab onto that ball. Now both hips open. So notice how I'm pressing out of that bottom shin, opening up this top leg. Ball comes underneath the left hand. We'll bend that left knee in, kick the toes to the side, and then sweep that left leg back. Feel the glute. It's core. Pull the knee in without rounding through lower back. Tap its side, and then use the back of the leg, sweep it back, and then the core without extending through the spine. Truly full body. We might even start to feel some upper body here doing all of the stability work for us as well. Okay, but mentally, I want you to really be tapped in to glutes and core. Everything we do is full body. One more in this direction. Let me stop talking before we do too many reps here. Keep that leg straight, slice it forward, feel that oblique. Take it back, kick it high diagonal. Stable spine. Don't rush through it. Finding that intention, that fluidity with each movement. Shoulders away from the ears, 2 more. Woo, I'm feeling both glutes. Now is about the time where I want to give up on this, but we're not going to. We have made it so far today. Hold it back, shift that right forearm forward, and then weight shifts forward as you pull that left knee towards the left elbow. Reach it back. Pull it in. And reach. Again, they might not connect if you're keeping that long spine here. And as you reach it back, let's not cheat out of that glute work. Take it nice and high for me. As high as you can maintain that neutral spine. We've got 4 more here and we're completely done. We're gonna release after this. So really give it your all. Woo, find that connection. 2. Last one. Oh yeah. And then pull all the way in. We'll tuck the right toes under, crossing that left leg under, reaching right leg back behind you. And if it feels okay, we can fold over the legs, maybe take that ball under the forehead for a little support. If it feels good, you can find a little wiggle here. All right.